We're back. It's fine. And as always, hello, fellow Cravers, and welcome to the CTG Podcast for Sunday, the 8th of April. It is our April episode of the podcast. As always, you have me, GD, and I am joined by Tattastic. How are you, mate?
I'm good. Been a while.
Oh, yes. Well, especially with us doing a monthly thing, isn't it? Well, we've not really gamed that much for the past month, have we?
No.
We've been busy. Peppers have been very busy. You a lot of VR, and one game in particular which I enjoyed a lot.
I'm like the lawnmower man. I just live in a virtual world now.
No. We need to pull you out of that virtual world, mate, and bring you back into this world. Seriously, mate, I am missing you in this world. But, yeah, so, as always, we're here to talk about gaming and the news itself. So, of course, how we normally start this off, we talk about the games we've played over the past month. So, Tattastic, what main game have you been playing over March?
Standout VR, which is basically PlayerUnknown's Battleground, but in VR.
Okay.
Just a complete rip-off of it. Like, they've even used the same font as for the text on it, and in the logo, you win, and it comes up, winner, Raptor dinner.
1 minute, what? So it's called Standout VR, and
Yeah.
what do you get? A winner in a
Raptor dinner, yeah.
Okay, so
It is just basically ripped it off completely.
well, I've got the Steam page for it right here, and of course, it's been given a 9 out of 10 because 1, it's early access, and 2, it's a battle royale game.
Yeah.
So that's usually the sign that you're at least in the 8s with that one. And I think here's the description. So, Standout is an ultimate fight for your life. Compete to be the last man alive on a huge island filled with deadly weapons and vehicles. This is Battle Royale.
Yep.
Oh, wow. They really just thought, you know what, yeah, let's do this. So this game has been out since the 9th of December as well. It's made by Raptor Lab. So,
This is where the Raptor comes from.
So, have you played PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds as well?
Yeah, I got that when it came out on Xbox.
Yeah, so compared to that to this one, what do you think, first of all?
It is just the same thing. You jump out, yeah. You go in a lobby where you can fight. Once the lobby fills up, you go in a plane. You choose where you jump out on the map. It just lands on a map full of buildings or air bases or wherever you want to go. Pick up find guns, ammo, pills, apples to heal yourself. But it is basically just playing normal Battlegrounds under a different name. If you actually look at the main image and things on YouTube, they've actually used the same font.
It's the same font!
Yeah. Yeah.
I just saw that. It's exactly the same font.
Yep.
Oh. How are these guys not sued? Especially, if you notice, I've been reading a story on this. PlayerUnknown has been on a rampage at the moment, trying to sue. I think where is it? Just started suing someone this week. I had the story a minute ago, but I've completely lost it. But either way, I understand with them getting a little bit frustrated with. The thing is, PlayerUnknown was for this generation, the first ones that brought it over to us.
Yeah.
And then Fortnite, which already had a stable game as it was, came and thought, yeah, okay, we'll have a go of this as well. Now we're in a time where Fortnite is now a lot more popular than PUBG.
Yeah.
To a point that a lot of PUBG players are moving over to Fortnite now.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I kind of understand where they're getting upset with this, but with this one, PUBG, it's not VR at all anyway, isn't it?
No.
For reasons. I'm happy that it's not VR. But so they kind of they can't come out and say, "Oh yeah, we own the battle royale formula," because technically they don't.
No, but they can come out and say, "You've took our exact same font."
Yeah, they could. Okay, you can sue them for the font. That's all.
You've took our font.
Hey, change your font. That was ours in the first place. The rest of it we've got nothing to do with. But that's just crossing the line.
You've replaced chicken with raptor when you win.
Oh my god.
But yeah, it's a game where you can't team up, but because there's not like, obviously with it being in VR, there's not a huge amount of people play it. You still see this similar people playing it all the time, but the group I go in with, we just press ready at the same time and we're guaranteed to be in the same lobby. So we team up even though there's no team game in it. We just team up as a group of 4 or 5, depending on how many you're on.
By the way, I found that story about PUBG and who they're actually suing. They're suing the maker of Knives Out, Rules of Survival. It's taken one maker of what it says are clones of the game to court. The NetEase, a Chinese company behind mobile game Knives Out and Rules of Survival. So these are 2 separate games, by the way.
Yeah.
Is going to be sued for copyright and trademark violation. The lawsuit, filed in Northern California's District Court, is requesting that NetEase pulls both games from the App Store and cease developing them.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. This month gone by as well, both PUBG and Fortnite have also joined the mobile market themselves.
Yeah.
I've got my mobile here, of course. It is available on this and also on Android as well, just to make it clear. And I'm just going to go over to the App Store now, just to see how they're doing. So this is 8:32 on the 8th of April. And this is the UK store, so it might be different elsewhere. Both of them are free games, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yes. So
I think they were, yeah.
Yeah, so, of course, this isn't a surprise. Number 1 at the moment in the top 3 games is Fortnite, Battle Royale. Where is PUBG? So, here they are, here we go. PUBG, and they have to mark it down here as the official PUBG on mobile. That's how bad it's going. And 10 cents is the ones that are making this, so we'll get on about 10 cents later on. Got another story to talk about them. But yeah, PUBG Mobile is 7th at the moment.
Yeah.
Which is, I'm going to be honest, is kind of embarrassing. Like I said, when they're the ones that shown the world this phenomenon, and now it's something else has pretty much taken over. Well, that's usually the way it works. Yeah, you might have been the first, but these have done it better.
Yeah.
So what about you? Between Fortnite and have you played Fortnite?
No.
No. You've seen some of the Fortnite stuff though, haven't you?
Yeah, I've seen.
Because we've done videos ourselves. Do you understand why probably Fortnite is getting more popular than?
Because it's free, I think.
Yeah, I think that's the main reason with me. I think it's free, but also I've played both games. And I'm going to say this now. I'm on Kev's side of these, where I am starting to get sick of Battle Royales.
Yeah.
I think I don't want to see... let Fortnite do it, let PUBG do it. But even they seem to be starting to get sick of doing it, to a point that they're thinking of, right, what else can we do here?
Yeah.
Yeah, Fortnite seems more polished. With PUBG, it's not a kind of game that I would actually play. So it is like Armour type of games, more realistic. I think with these kind of games, realism should be left to one side. And I'm happy what PUBG's done. They've done quite well with it. But like I said, Fortnite, it's just the comical side of it makes it so much better. And they also add a little bit extra to it, to that whole building mechanics as well. Which, of course, PUBG don't have. They have... like we named one of ours, it's pretty much like a crash simulator half the time, where you're waiting to see what will happen. As long as you're in the zone, you're safe.
Yeah.
And okay, I haven't played the new, is it 4x4 map? they just released?
What on
PUBG.
Yeah, but it's only on PC, isn't it? I think.
Only on PC, so it's not even
think
over.
so.
The thing is, that's the thing. We've been playing on Xbox. We're still
Yeah.
so behind on Xbox, which is nowadays it's a little bit. I don't understand why.
Yeah.
The thing is, when you got things like Minecraft and what other games that run PC and console side by side, everything is on the same level half the time. Okay, there's a few differences just for control reason,
Yeah.
but not to a same difference where this has got this version, but this one's got this version. The thing is, this isn't 3-4 years ago now. There's no reason for it not to be the same version. I think the only time when I would say it's acceptable is if, for example, it's a test server, like Overwatch does. But that's the thing, it's a test server. I expect it to be on PC because it's a stronger hardware and it's easier to, say, change if anything does go wrong with it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'm not saying that PUBG's not doing bad. They're doing good at the moment, but of course they're getting their asses kicked by Fortnite in every way, even on Twitch and that lot. See Fortnite's numbers lately. They've ignored the whole Drake side of it.
Even what he's called, though, even that Dr. Disrespect plays Fortnite more than PUBG now.
Yeah, he's moved
and he was
now.
He was the face of the game. He was the face of PUBG.
Which is kind of embarrassing, where your own face is now saying, "Now I'm going to go and play the competition."
Yeah.
Thinking, you've really. Oh well, like I said, it happens. The thing is, it'll be interesting to see where both these go down the line. I think both of them haven't really got that strong maps. What's it called? Time scale maps at the moment.
Yeah.
But then again, I know PUBG doesn't want to mention what they're doing half the time because they don't want their stuff stolen.
Yeah.
And Fortnite, it's epic. Thing is, when it comes to their time maps, they're non-existent half the time anyway. So
yeah.
Let's see what else. Anyway, what else have you been playing apart from PUBG VR?
I've been going into the dark world of VRChat. The very dark world of VRChat.
Right. I've seen it. I'm just going to let you talk about it, mate. Go ahead. Go.
And it's just like the darkest place on the internet. It's like, give someone a choice of have any type of thing they want.
Yeah.
And be it no one knows they are, and it's just going to turn into what it turns into. I think the worst one I've seen, which I didn't know what to make of it. I was in the pub level on it, and I went upstairs to into the attic.
Yeah.
And there's this two blokes in there talking, and there's this like little anime character girl talking. And you read one of the blokes go to the other one, be careful what you're getting yourself into, because it's probably a bloke using a voice modulator.
Yeah.
So it's like, no, it's not, and they keep talking, and then they keep talking. Someone else comes up and goes, and the other guy said, "I've told you, be careful. It's probably a bloke with a voice modulator." And the other guy who just walked on the floor went, "It isn't gay if it's in VR." And I was like, I'm walking away now. I'm like, okay, bye. I'm walking away from this.
Well,
I'm not taking this conversation anymore. It's just what it is.
It's been a focus point of VR since it was released at the beginning of this year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And it's basically simple enough. It's internet VR. This is what the internet is.
Yeah.
Simple enough. But yeah.
I've been jumping in quite a few of the social ones. I've had to go in Rec Room.
Oh, what do you think of Rec Room? That's the free game available for Oculus, isn't it?
Well, it's available for everything. It's even on PlayStation. It's on
PlayStation now, though.
Yeah, but I think it's a lot more childish, so you do get quite a lot more kids on there who do your head in when they start screaming. Like, we jumped on, and it was me and someone called Java, and we thought, we'll go have a go. We jumped in over, to do one of the quest missions that they've added, like a pirate quest one they added. We thought, we'll jump in there and have a go at that, see what that's like. And then this kid starts screaming because we took set weapons when he wanted one. I was
I'm
just like,
ready to go with this weapon. I don't care.
yeah. So, and then we jumped on Alt Space, which isn't like another one, but they've just put Cards Against Humanity into that. So we actually had a night of playing Cards Against Humanity in VR.
That's what I would love to see. So I know Tabletop Simulator is already in VR as well.
Yeah.
Which they have the Super Fight sets on there as well. Have you actually managed to have a go of Tabletop Simulator?
No.
I'll tell you, I want to have a go of that. That's my aim. I want to have a go of that, but it's one of those things where you need quite a few people just to play that one. But
yeah, that's what I did because we had UK Rifter. He set up the night on Alt Space because he's got his own like thing on there, channel on there.
Yeah.
So he set up on there saying, this night we're going to be playing Cards Against Humanity. So the table was always full, never mind what. As soon as someone left, there was always somebody stood waiting to come onto it.
That's cool.
So we had a good few hours on that.
So, yeah, VRChat, that's just
Stand out.
Be careful of that.
Normal. Yeah.
Be careful of that. Of anywhere. It's these kind of things with VR makes me look at things like the movie that's just come out, Ready Player One, where they're on about VR quite well. I still haven't seen the movie yet. I would like to point out, but I do want to see the movie. Things like VRChat make me realise that the stuff that's going to happen in that movie is never going to happen in real life. Just for the fact that if it was true, the whole thing wouldn't be what's it called? Easter eggs of different movie franchises and game franchises. It would be all memes.
Yep.
Yes, you can see you running into the battlefield with Gander Knuckles running by you, telling you to show me the way. Why?
Someone ran in the pub on it the other day as Reaper from Overwatch, but in like a gothic Lolita outfit, like a pink dress and stuff. I was like, what the?
I don't want to go down that route because Reaper's my favourite character on Overwatch. Oh, wow.
Well, that's it. I normally choose to be Winnie the Pooh, but he's like got human legs. But he's still yellow, but he's got big human muscly legs, and he's
for fuck's
like,
sake.
human muscly body type thing. But then Winnie the Pooh head, just.
Oh wow! So yeah, let me get this straight. So this month has been a lot of VR, chatting with people, and PUBG in VR.
And we had to go on
and Cards Against Humanity.
I had to go on Payday as well.
Oh, what in VR?
Never ever bothered with Payday like 2. I remember when I first started PC gaming. I only really started beginning of this year properly. They were like Payday 2 was the first. They offered it free for the first 1 million people to download it.
Yeah.
So I downloaded it. Never ever installed it. It was just there ready to install, but I'd got a copy of it. I was like, I will get around to playing it. Never did, and then they announced they're doing a free VR patch. As soon as the day that was available, I was like,
yeah, let's have a go. Yeah. Well, Payday 2 is a quite big part of me as well because I didn't play a lot of PC gaming until I actually joined CTG myself. And okay, I don't play as much, but I still play. I play more console gaming still now. But I do try and mix it up a little bit. Yeah. And if it wasn't for a thing like Payday 2, me and Doc wouldn't have been we wouldn't have been friends probably. Yeah. Because that's where me and Doc actually got introduced to each other, and the famous E button. But yeah, I love Payday 2. Do you think we'll be seeing a Payday 3 soon, or?
I don't know. I've enjoyed, like I said, I've only played a little bit in the VR, but we did the Goat Simulator heist, where you've got to steal the goats from Goat Simulator.
I haven't done that heist. That heist. I think my favourites have always been, the diamond heist, where you've got to go and rob in basically the jewellery store. Yeah. I just remember us thinking, right, we're going to go down the side and we're going to break in from the back. And then there's always that one person that comes out of nowhere that makes you think, oh, okay, let's rush it.
We were doing one of the bank ones, and this guy, because there was me and Java, and then 2 other random people, and they were like really high levels.
Yeah.
Like level 600 and things like this. And they sneak in, take out a guard, put him in a bag to carry him away.
Hmm.
And I'm like, again, like obviously this Jarvis played before. He's like, be careful they don't spot you, like cameras and stuff, or any other guards when we're going in scoping about. So I was like, okay. So then I thought one of them had put the mask on, so I was like, quickly put the mask on. And then I saw this one carrying the body out, and I just stood watching him, like. And then one of the guards just came out the door and saw me stood there. I was like, oh, God.
At least you knew how to put the mask on. When I first started playing it, I didn't know about the mask that you had to put on. I never got the prompt.
on the VR, you just put it to you, like bring it to your head, and then
yeah, that's alright with the VR. With me, you've got to press a certain button. It doesn't work. Yeah. Oh, man, I want to play. I do want to play Payday 2 again now. Thanks to that. The thing is, I love it just how intense it can get. And especially, like you said, when you get that one serious person in it as well. Thinking, hey, we're following you.
Yeah.
Right, we're doing this. Okay. Point me in the direction where I'm supposed to go. And
from what I understand, because it was patched, well, I know this because the person we were playing with said he was playing it on PC in the chat. But like VR and PC can play again, like with each other as well.
Okay, that's cool.
On that.
I might see if I can get it re-downloaded then. See.
Yeah.
I think Dot will definitely want it. Well.
Yeah, I know What's got it as well, isn't she?
Yeah.
She's on my list of people who played it.
See if we can set something up, because I definitely wouldn't mind doing Payday again. Just to see, especially when I've not touched it for God knows how many years. And my reactions to the whole thing, because I'm great when it comes to these kind of things. Yeah, so Payday 2. So my turn. So what games have I been playing? Right. First of all, I don't want to talk about a game that I've been playing. I want to talk about something that's happened over the past, I think it's a day or two now.
Yeah.
So we're both Xbox gamers ourselves. And one thing that I love about the Xbox is the achievements you can get through.
Yeah.
And a gamer score. Well, I ended up doing North as a one-shot, which I ended up playing through the whole game, which I'll talk a little bit in a minute about. But of course, it's an easy way to get 1,000 points as well. So I ended up getting 1,000 points, surpassing Matt at the moment for this month. Matt then noticed it. And knowing Matt himself, what would he do? Especially when it's me, he'll try and surpass it himself.
Yeah.
So Matt noticed it. No, Heavenly first noticed it. Then Matt had been at the top with me underneath on second. So Kev was like, okay, I'm going to try and pass him as well. But okay, if you guys are going to be passing, I'm going to try and pass you as well. We've now started a little war on our gamer scores for this month. To a point now that we've now said that whoever is the winner, the two losers, will have to do a forfeit at EGX this year. And so far, I can bring it up on here. So, like I said, it's only been a day or two so far, and I have already got 1,000 points myself.
So you've just told them how you're going to do that. So both of them are going to go out and buy North.
Oh no! They already know about it because you can see the achievements already, can't you?
Oh yeah.
So it's not that much of a problem. Once you've done it, the achievements show up. And I ended up doing Back to the Telltale's Back to the Future, which I've been wanting to play anyway. And I do recommend, if you do enjoy Telltale games, it's definitely a game I would say go and pick up. The only difference is it's not got an automatic save function. You've got to.
Yeah, I struggled with that with the Telltale, with the Back to the Future one.
Yeah, but still, I really enjoyed it, and I wouldn't mind seeing another one of it later down the line. So at the moment, get my achievements up. I'm still second, by the way, because I've not been able to catch up with Matt at the moment. As it loads up. Number one on my list is Matt with 3,100 points. Like I said, it's the 8th, so we've still got 22 days left in this. I'm second with 2,355 points. There's only 745. And the other person who's in our competition, Kev, where is he? Let me see if we can bring it up. Here we go.
Kev's doing a forfeit anyway. He's going to show people his face.
No, it doesn't count. Got to do a proper forfeit. Yeah, you can't back up. Kev is... Oh, Kev. He's on 365 points at the moment. He's 1,990 points behind me, and I know that I've got at least 3 or 4 more games, which are easily 1,000 point at the moment. So, and at the moment, it's basically me and Matt at the top going back and forth. Where I think I was at the top this morning, and I checked. I was watching NXT Takeover. Just checked my phone to see what was going on. Looked at it, Matt had already surpassed me again. So I don't know who's taking it more seriously at the moment, because I'm happy playing the games to get the 1,000 points. My goal for this year is to get 100,000 points on my gamer score. But now I want to beat Matt. So this is going to be interesting. I wonder what it's going to be like by the time it comes to the 30th of April. Who's going to...
Don't even think I've unlocked any this month at all.
Check. I've still got it on my phone. Where are you, mate?
Probably none. Have I done a Devil May Cry one, maybe?
I'm still looking for you.
No.
No, you've not done any.
No. My last one was on the 28th of March on Devil May Cry.
Yeah, mate. Join us. No, stepping out of it. I love it more because Heavenly's sitting there laughing, thinking, I caused this. Yes, you did. You did not mention the gamer scores. We would not be in this predicament at the moment.
I play way too much VR to do anything.
And yeah, I've got a lot of free time at the moment. But yeah, like I said, I ended up playing a game called North, which sort of kicked this off a little bit as well. Which is available on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC. It's been out on PC for quite a while now, and I'm going to say this now. It's an alright game. What I've played, I've played the full game. I've kind of completed it. The only thing is, it is so weird for a game. I think if I didn't have a guide to help me a little bit with it, I would have no idea what I'm doing half the time with it.
I've seen it somewhere.
You watch our video. We've got the first part that came out last week.
No.
Oh.
The name sounds familiar though.
North. It's all capitals and it's like an orangey background. White
Maybe
lettering.
White background.
White lettering, orangey, like a sunset background.
Might be the one I'm thinking of.
Well, like I said, it's been out on PC for quite a while. It's just not long came out on what's it called, on Xbox and PlayStation.
I might have seen it. I might have seen it on Keymailer. No, like just as one
of
the.
That's where I got it from. It wasn't a request. They actually just said, "Hey, here you go, have this."
Yeah, I seen it on like where you like you can on the. I think it was on the front page.
Was it? That's nice. I actually got one that said, "No, we're just going to give you it." Nice, thanks. I'm happy with that now. I ended up getting that, and another game that I ended up playing, Where Are My Friends? Don't bother playing that game. really do not bother playing that game. It's okay for something that it's about 2-3 quid. I don't think it's even worth that much. It feels like it's you know, like a programming project at GCSE level. That's what it felt like. The art was a little bit meh, but then again, I can't complain because I know how tough it is to do all this programming stuff as well, and you might have gotten better down the line.
Yeah,
but I was sat there half the time thinking, right, I understand what I was doing. didn't want to be with this anymore.
Yeah.
And I don't really care about this this weird eyeball on a wheels friend wherever they are. I think it ended up the only one part that I actually enjoyed myself was there was a part in it where you had to do like a point and click adventure in one of your friend's bases, which was like a weather controlling laboratory, if anything.
Yeah.
And it was quite good where you had to go and find certain things to try and make sure that get your friend defrosted or something like that. But it got to a point where I was looking and thinking, right, what am I supposed to do now? And it kind of didn't even give you any idea or any kind of clue. Which, okay, I don't mind games where it's not holding your hand, but there's a difference when it's not holding your hands and you have no idea what you're doing. This might be a good idea to maybe give them a bit of a clue what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
And this game didn't have that. And the other parts which were there, like a running mechanic game, one which was like a platformer with lasers. Those lasers are dicks. I'm just saying that now. And I don't even remember what the other one was. I think it was like a mining, like Splunky.
Yeah.
Thing. Like a maze.
Like a dig dug.
Like a dig dug. But like I said, it felt like it didn't know what it wanted to be. And it was more like a presentation of different types of genre of gaming, which looks more suitable for somewhere like, I hate to say this, Newgrounds. Yeah.
Newgrounds out of that for a while.
Yeah, I was on there last week. Don't ask why.
Like Miniclip.
Oh god, I remember Miniclip as well. God.
I was actually on Miniclip the other month playing Stand Skates because I used to remember I used to play that in college.
I remember playing Miniclip, playing the like the pool games on there.
Yeah.
That's what I remember, just especially at school, just playing that. Because like I said, I had a point where I ended up doing the GCSEs a year early. So at a point where we just had this time where we had already handed in our GCSE, where we just had nothing to do, but we still had to be in class. So what did we do? Miniclip. Yeah, so I ended up playing that. I think what else I've been playing this week. I've been playing some. You remember Dino Crisis?
Yep.
I've been playing that again. Oh god, it does not age well.
No, I've heard that. The controls are a bit fiddly as well, aren't they?
So I managed to get it so I can play it on a PC.
Yeah.
And so otherwise I had to set up the controls for that. Doesn't help. It really doesn't help. I've got it set to my left analog stick on my Xbox controller. I don't understand. Okay, so moving forward and back, making the person spin around is the left and right on the analog stick. Thinking, what? And then the shooting. Oh god, it reminds. I still want a Dino Crisis. You know me. I do want a new Dino Crisis game coming out. Please do not make a remaster of that. If you do, please at least work on the controls. But, yeah, I want to play some more, like I said, old PlayStation games when I get a chance now. And I've got Parasite Eve downloaded as well, which I'm looking forward to. You can see what area I'm working down at the moment. But yeah, so they're definitely my aims at the moment. And of course, again, that we sort of spoke about last month, Sea of Thieves. I've been playing a bit of Sea of Thieves. Loving it to bits. I understand where people are coming from with it, where they're saying that there isn't that much to do.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's with me, because I'm playing with my friends. I'm playing with like Doc and John or Hanksy and Heavenly.
Yeah.
And or anyone from CTG at the moment. They're making it entertaining because of the adventures that we're having.
Yeah.
And it's definitely a game where you've got to make your own adventure for it. The thing is, it's like we said last time, it's difficult to just say what this game is without making it sound boring. At the moment, it's basically a gather and return quest system at the moment.
Yeah.
And I would like to see more. I still haven't seen the Kraken yet. I know that Ryan's seen it so many bloody times now. And definitely Doc has. And the thing is, I want to see where they go with this. I would love to see what their time frame for this game is going to be.
Yeah.
I know that they're supposed to be bringing pets down the line, which I'll be happy if you give me a piggy. I would love a piggy as my pet. That would make me happy. Or some, I don't know. What pet would you like to be going with you on the seas, mate?
A goldfish.
Oh, that'd be what? Just a little goldfish in a bowl, just on your shoulder.
So I could like taunt it and go, look at your little bowl of water, and look at all that water out there, and you're stuck in here.
Yeah. The problem is, if you went in that water, you'd die.
Yeah. There'll be a shark waiting for you.
Good says he wants a parrot. I've got a feeling that's what some of the pets are going to be anyway. The thing is, you can't have a pirate game without a parrot as a pet.
A squirrel.
Arr. It'd be Captain Tattastic and his little squirrely friend, Peanut. How are you doing? But yeah, you've not played it yet, have you?
No.
But you've still got Game Pass at the moment, so I just
for a few more days. So
seriously download it, mate, and just have a go.
It's already downloaded. It's been on my console downloaded since the day it came out. I just haven't put it on. Yeah.
Look, if we've got time after the podcast, do you want to go on the high seas for a little bit? Just let you know what. Yeah. I'll show you around. I'll be friendly and show you why you should really stay away from big boats. But yeah, we're definitely up for that. Here thieving. See how that goes. I think, is there anything else that not really. I think it's been a bit of a quiet month for me. I think, like I said, I've been more focused on getting Sea of Thieves. Wanted to play that everything else has been kind of put to the back.
Something else I've had a little go of, which is come to mind, looking down, Wipeout VR patch.
Oh god, yeah. How did that go? Because I don't see how it
went really well. I
works.
thought it was going to be I thought it would cause motion sickness because of how fast it goes, but it just doesn't. I don't know how they've done it. Just I've never felt like any sort of discomfort at all. And looking about online, there's a lot of I haven't seen one person say they've had discomfort from it. So I don't know how they've managed to do it.
The thing is, if anyone was going to do it, it's Wipeout. It's on PlayStation VR only.
Yeah.
It being a PlayStation exclusive game. Well, if anyone was going to do it, it was going to be PlayStation. It's going to be Sony, aren't they?
Oh.
No, ignore that. Yes.
That was just my phone falling off my knee and in the floor.
I've just looked on my list of what games I've been playing. I did a bit of Darwin Project. I think we spoke about that last week. It's good. I like the whole idea of just 10 people fighting.
I did the alpha, but I got a bit bored of it.
Got a bit bored. I actually enjoyed it. I think I've got the early access. I ended up doing a one-shot with it. And yeah, it's fun. I like the whole idea of it being 10 people in there. But I had more fun being the overseer type of thing. And for something I thought, well, this is a place where it can get overpowered, or it can have something where you have a favorite here. But no, instead you've got like a timed level up bar. You know, I'm trying to think of a game that was like Command and Conquer, where you've got to, or Smite.
Yeah.
Smite might be a good idea, where you've got to wait until you use a certain power. And then with the powers that you've got, you can only use them once. So, for example, one power that I ended up using in it was a nuke, where it nukes one of the sections. Yeah. And it's quite a high level, of course, because of it being such a powerful attack at the same time. But I ended up using it in one section. I ended up getting one person, which made me happy, because I watched that person trying to run away. He had no chance. Yeah, I like the whole idea because it does keep it quite balanced. And you can shut down sections as well early, but the game slowly shuts down the sections itself anyway.
Yeah.
You're more there to think, right, how can I make this more entertaining for other people to watch? You're more like the producer, if anything.
Yeah.
And yeah, it'd be interesting to see where they go with this. Like I said, Dawn Project's still in early access at the moment, so I could see it working. But at the same time, like I said, we've got a lot of Battle Royale games coming out at the moment.
Yeah.
Kind of, it's not the best time for it. Yeah, just 2 more games. Burnout Paradise Remastered, I've ended up playing. I love Burnout Paradise. Same game. If you enjoyed the first Burnout Paradise, you're going to enjoy that one.
I was scarred by the first Burnout Paradise.
Oh, wait, how was you scarred by the first?
Because, you know, the little stupid Xbox camera, the first one that come out, the little webcam one.
Oh, God, yeah, it still does it now.
And it takes a picture when
Yeah.
you get wiped out. Well, I was playing it with a friend, and he said, "Oh, I'm just going to go and get a drink." So I thought, right, I'm going to just wipe out his car here. Can't believe he's told me this. So I seen where he was, went, like, wasn't far off him, went over, smashed his car, came obviously takedown, and he hadn't gone to get a drink. He had his pants pulled down, pulling a moonie out of the camera. So I got a picture of his ass on the screen.
Oh,
Because he knew that's what I'd do. So
who wouldn't?
damn it.
But, yeah, like I said, Burnout Paradise Remastered. It came out last month. Well, and it's got the 10-hour free trial on Xbox EA Access. Yeah, it's the original one. I think the good thing about this one is, you remember all the DLC packs that you got with the other cars in it? They are also included in, well, which is nice. But especially to feed you over until hopefully they bring out a new Burnout by Criterion. Because to be honest, what are they doing at the moment? Something with Star Wars. Yeah, that's going well with you at the moment, EA. And also, I've been playing Superhot as well, which was one of the free games on Xbox. I actually enjoyed that. It was a lot more fun than I thought. Got quite a few points from that. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing this month, playing those games.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's move on to talk about what is happening in gaming in general. Yes. Oh, I'm being told off. There we go. So, like I said, EA's we'll go with EA first. So EA has brought back Star Wars Battlefront loot boxes are back again.
All right, okay.
Yeah. And I feel sort of that they've learnt their lesson in a way. So if people don't know, when it first got launched, which was December-ish time, I think it was.
Yeah. November. Was it?
November, December. It was late last year. Yeah. They ended up bringing out loot boxes, which a lot of people would pretty much say it was a pay-to-win system.
Yeah.
Where you could use them, buy boxes, and you get more powerful weapons and heroes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And of course, there was a huge backlash against EA, which we ended up reporting on ourselves here. And I think it took them about less than a day. They were taken out before the actual game was fully released. I think it was all the early access people that basically caused the backlash.
Yeah.
And it had been a few months, and we knew that they were going to be bringing the loot boxes back. But we didn't know how they were going to be bringing them back. And like I said, they ended up bringing them back over the past month. And a lot of it is more just cosmetic items now.
Which I think that's how they should be.
Yeah. And you can't buy the loot crates, I've been told as well. You can only get them by playing in game.
Yeah.
So they've completely gotten rid of that side of things as well. So, I'm happy EA's learnt the lesson, and hopefully they'll learn the lesson down the line for other games as well.
Yeah.
The thing is, I think what they did was really cross the line when it came to their loot.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that what they've done, other places have learnt from it. And a lot of other ones, because I don't know, this is how bad I feel like this loot crate system has gotten nowadays. We've actually got to ask people, companies, is there going to be microtransactions in the game?
Yeah.
And they've actually now got to come out and say, no, there isn't. If there isn't. And they probably will be. I think from this as well, Shadow... Is it
That's what I was about to say, is it? I was trying to think, was it that one? That's what I was just checking, is it?
Shadow of War?
Shadow Wars removed them all together, haven't they?
Yeah, Shadow of War. Yeah, so they've they've now realizing that loot boxes screwed up the the game.
After the people who want to play it have probably already played it and finished it.
Yeah, so this was on the 4th of April. This is Forbes, because they are a trusted source when it comes to gaming. Yeah, they've said that Shadow of War is now realizing loot boxes screwed up the game 6 months after its launch. So,
like I said, after most people who want to play it already played it.
Yeah. So, just to explain, why was there loot crates in Shadow of War a single player game in the first place?
I don't know.
It was ridiculous. I think that's where a lot of people started thinking, no, this is actually starting to really get on our nerves here.
Yeah.
Why is this single player game, a game where you have got no way of actually playing online, have these microtransactions in its game?
Yeah.
And I think the main reason was to get here it is. Yes, while purchasing orcs in the market is more immediate. Oh, this is the blog. This was on. So developer Monolith will be removing Shadow of War's microtransactions in the July update, but will stop selling gold for purchases in May the 8th. So they've not got rid of it at the moment.
Yeah.
And when the new DLC, Desolation of Mordor, arrives on May the 8th. So why is this change of heart? Here's the rationale from a Monolith blog post. So this is what I say. While purchasing orcs in the market is more immediate and provides additional player options, we have come to realise that providing this choice risks undermining the heart of our game, the Nemesis system. It allows you to miss out on the awesome player stories you would have otherwise created. And it compromises it compromises those same stories even if you don't buy anything. Simply being aware that we are available for purchase reduces the immersion in the world and takes away from the challenge of building your personal army and your fortresses. In order to fully restore the core promise of the Nemesis system, we'll be permanently removing gold, war chest, and the market from Shadow of War. So, in other words, people are not playing your game.
Yeah. I think they've got the most backlash from it as well because they made it so one of the orcs, which was based on one of the people on the development team that had died.
Yeah.
Like you could only get him through those boxes.
That is bad. They ended up getting. I think their way around it is said that. I don't think you could get it through the boxes. You could actually buy the orc separate.
Yeah.
And then people got upset because of this. And then they said, okay, no, the orc's going to be free. And we're going to give money, a certain set amount of money. The plan was the money that was going to be purchasing this orc would have been given to, I think, was it a charity or the family of the...
Yeah, I don't know, but somewhere.
But, yeah, they've really screwed up a couple of times, Monolith, with this game. And it's kind of upsetting that it's a game that I've been playing the original one, which is a really good game. And then this happens. But this is the thing. This microtransactions do ruin these kind of things.
Yeah.
I think, and it's not the first time. I think it's just because it's built up at the end of last year. And like I said, you had this, and you had Star Wars Battlefront 2, which, like I said, that really pushed it over the edge.
Yeah.
And I think it's just, yeah, it's. I'm happy that it's starting to the companies are starting to realise, no, this is not what we've been wanting. This is not what gamers want. The thing is, I understand we might be a small percentage, but in the end, if we're not happy with it, we can be very vocal of this. And when we're very vocal of this, that's when other areas start to realise this. And then they start thinking, actually, no, this might not be suitable for my kid to play or something like that. But be honest, you really should be looking at the age rating for that half the time, because if your kid's playing Battlefront or playing Shadow of Mordor, just saying, they're both 15 rated games.
Yeah.
So, yeah, don't.
I know there was a rumour going on, I was just checking if it had been like debunked yet, that they were going to have microtransactions in God of War 4. But that has been...
Yeah, they've actually said no, we're not.
Yeah, that's happening. Yeah.
They were very quick to respond to that, I noticed.
Yeah.
No. We're not touching that. But yeah, like I said, it is kind of upsetting where now they've got to come to a point where they've actually got to tell people.
Yeah. Deny that, they put them in. No.
No, we're not having that. What's wrong with you? Microtransactions? No, we're going down the route of the DLC.
Yeah.
Because you guys love that. Oh god, yeah, we were angry at that at one point, wasn't we?
Yeah.
Who knew it was going to get any worse after the DLC debacle? Oh, wow. Yeah, we'll see how goes through. Let's have a see what else we've got here. Oh, we've got to talk about this guy, Fortnite's Ninja. So if people don't know who Ninja is, he's the guy who played Fortnite with Drake. He gained almost 4 million YouTube subscribers in 1 month as well. So he is. Look, I'm gonna say this now. I'm happy when it's certain people. I haven't seen his videos yet. I'm gonna say this now. Guy might be an absolute dick, but by the sounds of things, he's not. Sounds in the same route of, you know, like Markiplier and that lot, which is nice. So that's the people I do want to see come over to YouTube or be huge on Twitch or be huge on Mixer. Yeah. Because they're the people that I prefer people. To be honest, I think a lot of people would prefer to watch. They're more entertaining than certain people who are just shouting at their screens or just saying is an absolute dick. We're still not forgiving you. You know who you are. But yeah, well, yeah, like I said, he's 4 million YouTube subscribers now. So he's still Fortnite's most popular streamer on Twitch.
He's about, what's it called? 7.3 million on YouTube now.
He's on 7.3 million now.
Yeah.
Holy Christ. I wish our number would go that fast. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, this was this? April the 3rd, 7 million subscribers on YouTube. I gained 1 million subscribers in 9 days. God's sake. They do say that once you reach a certain milestone, you start to speed up, but come on. But yeah, I'm happy for him. I really am happy for him. And it's nice because he actually. I just want to see if he can pass certain more and actually get YouTube back into the gamers' hands again. Because at the moment it is in such a. Well, we're both YouTubers ourselves. We know how bad it is in that area at the moment. To a point that it's just. It's so suffocating and moronic things out on there. Especially this year. Like, what idiot eats Tide Pods? Stop eating the Tide Pods! It's poison!
Idiots that go into suicide first.
I wasn't going to say that one. That's what I was trying to avoid. But yeah. And then what's it called? Apologizers. Make sure it's still monetized.
Yeah.
You heard that he was on about going over onto Twitch as well. People say, "No, screw you, get lost."
Yeah, don't come over here.
Oh, this is. We have our own problems on Twitch. We don't need you coming over as well. But yeah, like I said, I'm happy for him. It'll be interesting to see, and hopefully he doesn't turn out to be one of the absolute dicks down the line. Hopefully he doesn't get too much to him. But
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of people have also been saying because Drake's played Fortnite with him, video games become mainstream. No. Video game that hasn't become mainstream. Video game was already mainstream. It's just that these guys are now becoming mainstream and coming to us.
Yeah, these.
It's like this Drake guy. I heard that he plays Muzak. Do you know this music? I think it's in the background.
I bet he can do some wicked dance. That looks like he's using a scanner in a.
But yeah, it's interesting. I like the idea of what's it called, other people joining it. The thing is, bringing other genres over to us is a nice.
Yeah.
More chance of getting more views, stuff like that. If anything, it benefits us in the.
Yeah.
And so see how that goes. Final Fantasy 15. So this game's been out now. What? About nearly 2 years. About a year. Sorry, about a year.
Really, only a year? I thought it was before.
I think it was a year. Yeah, it's not. I think it came out last year, mate.
Yes.
Well, you can search. You've got a search made. Check for Wikipedia when it actually launched. While I say the story, yeah. So Square Enix.
2016.
It was 2016.
November 2016.
So it's about a year and a half. Then.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so Final Fantasy games, once they're out, they're out. But this has been getting some DLC that's been coming through as well. Well, Square Enix is nowhere near being done with Final Fantasy 15 by the sounds of things. Because during a panel at PAX East, Square Enix outlined its roadmap for additional Final Fantasy 15 content. So this year itself, 2018, they're going to be mainly focusing on 2 more updates for the Comrades stuff, which is the multiplayer side of Final Fantasy 15. But the thing that really stood out the most was that they're going to be bringing 4 more pieces of episodic content to Final Fantasy 15 in 2019. They've named them. So episode 1 is called Arden, the conflict of the Sage, which the story portrays the struggle of Arden, witness the resentment he harbored towards Lucas for over 2,000 years, and his clashes with the Astrials. Episode 2... Episode Side Story. 1 minute.
Episode Side Story.
No, this is called Episode Side Story, yeah. Ariana, the beginning of the end. Side story about the Star Scourge depicted from the Niflheim perspective. The final day of the Empire turns out to be Arya's worst day. Yeah, because, to be honest, when things go bad, that's when the Empire falls. Episode 2 is Luna Freya, the Choice of Freedom. A story about Luna's fate, which not even death can free her from. A battle to save the one she loves overturns the destiny dealt to the Lucian king. And then episode 3, Noctis, the final strike. Parting ways with Astrals, Noctis embarks upon his final battle in order to attain the ideal future for all his people. That last episode will feature a grand alternate finale for Final Fantasy 15 as well. So in other words, if you thought that the Royal Edition of Final Fantasy 15, which got released a couple of weeks ago, was the final package, there's still more to come. I mean, look, I'm happy that they're doing this. The thing is, this is what we do want with these kind of games, where they were on about making things more of a service.
That's the thing. If you think how long it took them to get this Final Fantasy out.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah.
I think if I was a big fan of it, I'd rather them just keep giving me more content for this and saying, actually, you're going to have to wait another 5-6 years before you get a new game.
The only thing that does bug me about this, though, like I said, I've played a lot of Final Fantasy games myself. It does feel you don't really get DLC for this. One past, it was Final Fantasy 7, that was it. Final Fantasy 8, that was it. Same with 9. 10, okay, it had 2 parts. but you was more thinking the part 2 was, oh, it's a new game. This one, though, it feels more like, especially being DLC, when the game which you bought about a year and a half ago doesn't feel like it's going to be the full game. And it kind of does bug me a little bit with that. I feel like the stuff that they could be making on this, they could gather it all together and then just release a new game. And especially with it being Square Enix, I think we wouldn't have been as bothered if they did that. Or Final Fantasy 15-2 or something like that.
Like it did with 13, didn't it?
Yeah, well, 13, they ended up bringing out 3 parts of that. One part we don't want to talk about. Well, we've got to, because that's officially the final. But, you see things like that, and not just that, we want more stuff that's coming out that we still want to hear about. We've got Final Fantasy VII Remake, and Kingdom Hearts 3, which is supposed to be coming out this year, we've been told. Which I'm excited about. I love the Kingdom Hearts series myself. And of course, Final Fantasy VII, I'm looking forward to when it comes out. But I'm more interested, I still want to keep an eye on Square Enix for the fact that it is Final Fantasy's 30th anniversary this year as well.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what they will be bringing out down the line with it as well. But yeah, I'm happy that there's more coming out for 15. But like I said, at the same time, I feel like they should have just maybe gathered it all together and brought it out as a separate game. I don't think as many people... I think people would have been just as happy if it was, like I said, a separate game that was to continue on with the story. Instead of it saying, no, this is DLC. Here you go.
Yeah.
But, yeah, like I said, we'll see how it goes with that. I still want to play the multiplayer as well, thinking of it. I haven't even touched that. I'm told it's supposed to be quite good. And then in there a VR game as well where you can fish.
Yeah, which I've not really bothered with.
You don't want to touch that. No fish. Is there anything else? Let's see. Oh, yeah. Splinter Cell Some Fish has been teased for Ghost Recon Wildlands crossover.
Yeah.
Do you think we're going to be getting a Splinter Cell game then soon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We better.
We better, yeah. I think it's due time for a bloody Splinter Cell game.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, and it's Ubisoft. Oh, God, that's going to be what's going to be announced at E3, isn't it? Yeah, well, guys, guess what we've been building? Yeah, it's a Splinter Cell. Some Fish is back. Thanks. Thank you, I guess.
There's something I'm really surprised you haven't mentioned. Unless you're just saving that up.
Which one?
Spyro.
Yeah, Spyro's back. Yeah, so one of the big announcements that was announced this week itself is that Spyro... The thing is, it is one of the worst kept secrets.
Yeah.
We kind of knew that after the success of Crash Bandicoot's trilogy, which is now, we've been told they are going to be making a new Crash Bandicoot game as well with it as well. It's coming out on Switch and Xbox and Steam later this year. But they've also announced that, Spyro, what is it? Reignite trilogy?
Yeah.
Is supposed to be coming out in September as well. For, I think it was Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. They haven't announced Switch. Weird.
Yeah.
So, did you play the original Spyro yourself, mate? Are you looking forward to this one?
I actually bought... It's one of the first special edition ones I ever bought.
Okay.
Spyro. The first Spyro, and it came with like a embroidered CD case and all sorts. Like the PlayStation used to have the official carry case where you just put the discs in.
Yeah.
It held like 40 games. It was like one of them, but it was all embroidered with Spyro and stuff.
The thing is, I remember playing a lot of Spyro when I was younger as well, and I do love the thing is, it was back then where everything was pretty much a platformer, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I think this is one game where I feel very sorry for Spyro in its legacy. Okay, Crash Bandicoot's had a lot of those games we don't talk about when it was not part of Naughty Dog anymore. But there were still alright games. Spyro, on the other hand, going down the Activision route, got turned into a toy.
Yeah.
And one ugly ass toy it was as well, and which is still available. I think Skylanders is still around now. But it's nice.
I think it's dying because.
Well, yeah, I think the whole thing's dying.
I went into
Toys R Us? Yeah, that's dead, mate.
No, went into what's it called? Smiths or Smythes or whatever it's called, the toy shop.
Yeah.
And they've reduced like all the Skylanders down to £1. Like even the giant ones and all sorts. They're all just £1.
Wow.
It's like, I'm guessing they're gonna get rid of them all. I'm
Yeah.
guessing they're finally realizing after the first couple, it just got a bit shit.
Well, the thing is, it was Disney was the first ones to realize it. The only one that I would expect to still be running now, because it is still very successful, is the Amiibos. But that's because it's not set for one specific game. It's something that you use for the system. Be honest, who doesn't like Nintendo figurines? Who does not want to buy the Solaire figurine when that comes out? Who does not want an action little figure with Dark Souls, which gives you the ability to praise the sun on command? You were saying that, but it's gonna sell quite well, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm happy that Spyro is coming out. It looks really good as well. And they seem to have done the same thing that they did with Crash Bandicoot, where it's been remade from the base back up again, and it looks beautiful. It's the thing. That's what I love about their adverts when they show this trailers. They show the old game and then they show what it looks like now. I think, yeah, that's how I remember it.
This is what I don't mind about what they did with these is it's built from the ground up. It's no, let's just make the textures a little bit more detailed.
Yeah.
They're actually putting time in and building them from the ground up. That's
why I'm happy with Activision. Activision is the ones that have been in control of all this.
Yeah.
And the thing is, they've actually worked on them, which you can't get angry at them. Okay, then they bring out a Call of Duty game, and then there we go, we can get angry at them again. But when they're doing this kind of stuff, this is what I love about Activision, and with Ubisoft as well. They usually, when it comes to doing the remasters and stuff like that, or looking at their IPs, I think, for example, with Ubisoft, Rayman. The thing is, he has shone in this current regeneration of him. I love the Legend games and stuff like that. And even with when they go to a point where there was such good ideas when they're making these things, that even Nintendo got comfortable enough for them to use Mario in one of their games. With, be honest, one of the characters that a lot of people didn't like and now do, and that's the Rabbids. The thing is, I've played Mario and Rabbids Kingdom, but it's great. It's a really great game for the Switch. But yeah, like I said, I would love to see what Ubisoft do next. This. Yeah. The things I said, they're on about getting the Crash Bandicoot game made. We've got Spyro, we've got Medieval coming down the line as well, which was announced at the end of last year, which I'm really excited for as well. Yeah. And even, I think this last year, the games that we grew up with ourselves, they seem to have been getting a what's it called? A resurgence. Hi. Yeah. Silver Fox. Hi.
But yeah, it seems to be giving us like games like we liked as a kid.
Yes. Yeah. And
which
I like to look at Sonic. I think one of the games that I enjoyed last year, Sonic Mania.
Yeah.
That was a fan-made game, but it was such a brilliant game, and it's basically shown Sega, no, this is what we want. This is where we would like you guys to go down in the future. This game, Forces was all right, but Mania was so much better.
Yeah.
I think that there is a time now, especially for 3D platformers, to come back.
Yeah.
And it's just showing, like I said, with Crash Bandicoot, how popular it was last year. Spyro, I would not be surprised if it does the same again.
I was playing Moss like the VR
Oh,
platformer.
with the little mousey. Oh, please say you pat the mouse's head. Yay.
Still, like, I'd still say that's one that obviously I'd say should make the PlayStation VR start selling because it is absolutely unbelievable.
I think it's not just that, but PlayStation VR itself, I think it had a price cut, didn't it?
Yeah, $259 something now.
Yeah, $259.99 at the moment, and that is that's the starter pack. So that comes with the camera as well, and I think is it VR World? Yeah, PlayStation's VR World game as well. So the thing is, I'm going to ask you this anyway. VR, we've now had it for what, about 2 years? It's coming up to now.
Yeah.
So far, do you think it has been successful, or do you think it's lagging behind where you would have thought it would have been by now?
I think it's over the last 6 months. It's like built big. Just, I'd say the first year and a half of doing it, it's maybe just been a bit off. Like, but the last 6 months, it's just
thanks to
seems
VRChat.
like
Yeah,
there's always something, because there always seems to be something that I'm like, oh, I want that this month.
The thing is that with me at the moment, and I do keep, like I said, because you are a VR guy, the thing is when you show a new game, I look at it and think, oh, it looks quite good. But at the moment, there's nothing that's actually sold me on one of the VR headsets myself.
Yeah.
And I think that's where it kind of, I feel like, yeah, it's good, but it's not really the game that sells it yet.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like a lot of them have that. Moss, yeah, in a way, but at the same time, I'm looking and thinking, how long is Moss, by the way?
About 3-4 hours.
That's the thing with it, and I understand with VR you don't want to have it on you for too long.
Yeah.
But at the same time, why not have that game which is a lot longer?
Yeah.
Okay, you got like Skyrim and stuff like that, but that's just a port over. That's just something completely different. I mean, a game that is designed straight for VR, which has that longer game time on it.
Yeah.
But have the save points. The thing is, there's no reason why you cannot just take the VR off and have a break. The thing is, it's like, what's it called? Playing games. We don't play, or we do play games for a long amount of time. But we have that ability where we can just say, okay, we're going to stop here, or we're going to stop just after this mission.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why a lot of VR games are out as that, right, we can only do 3, maybe 4 hours with this at the moment. The thing is, why can't you just say, no, you do like a mission-based game, or something like that, or an episodic game for it, where there is a clear point there where you can say, right, we're going to stop. This is a time where you can have a break. It's now a good point where you can easily be taken out of the immersion of the game.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that really bugs me at the moment, is that there's not that thing there that sells it. It's like with me with the Switch. What sold me with the Switch straight away, it had that game. It had Legend of Zelda, which thought, okay, that's caught my interest. But then Super Mario Odyssey came out and said, no, that's definitely now caught my interest.
Yeah.
And then you've got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which I never got on the Wii U. That's caught my interest. And then another thing that I don't think we talked about this last week, Smash Bros. Is coming out this year. And by the sounds of things, it's not going to be the port of the Wii U and the 3DS version. It's actually going to be a new Smash Bros. They've actually come out and said it's a working title. And when Nintendo says a working title, it's basically, yeah, this is going to be a new Smash Bros. For the system. And so far, I'm looking forward to that. They're the things that sells them for me. And it's like with PlayStation, I can name a few games which would sell me the console. Off the top of my head, Horizon Zero Dawn, Detroit, which comes out in May, God of War, which comes out on the 20th.
Yeah.
Just to name a couple of games which can easily sell the system. Like I said, with VR, it just doesn't have that at the moment.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that he won't. He'll have something down the line. But I'm starting to worry that it might not be this generation of VR headsets that does it. I've got a feeling it's going to be maybe the next one. And the thing is, if it isn't the next one, I hate to say this, I could see VR going down the route of 3D.
Yeah.
It's a scary thought because of, especially I know, like for example, you've based yourself around VR yourself. Yeah. And of course, you're invested now for it to be successful. And I like I said, I do want it to be successful. I do want to see where it goes down the line with this. And this is what, be honest, say 4 or 5 years ago, we all dreamt of this.
Yeah.
And it's now a reality. Well,
that's another thing I've been enjoying the boxes behind me. Just on camera, might not be on the stream, but the 3D rudder controller.
Oh yeah, I've seen. What is the 3D rudder controller?
Right there. I'll just go and grab it.
Just grab it.
Oh, I might need to take it off.
No, he's breaking everything. I was saying, mate, if you're standing on it right now, we can't see it.
Pull it out when I was trying to move with my headset off.
Yeah, so...
This is a 3D rudder controller.
Mate, it's a dinner plate.
And it's like, you put it on the floor. There's set games that support it. You can map any game to it.
Oh. Right.
So then, when this is on the floor, if I want to walk forward in a VR game, I just push forward on the plate. If I want to turn, you just turn your feet, or you want to stray.
I do like the idea, and I'm guessing it works quite well.
Yeah.
VR, which is nice.
I've been loving Doom. I've been playing Doom VR with it, and it's unbelievable.
Do you know what I would like? I would like a treadmill type of system with it.
Yeah.
That would be awesome, where you actually are walking. But then I think that might be going a bit too far into the virtual reality. But then, at the same time, I ended up watching Sword Art Online, so I'm scared of VR a little bit, mate. So,
tell you one thing I don't like about Sword Art Online, and it's nothing to do with the program.
Was it the ending? Because a lot of people said that.
It's not even to do with the program. I love what I watch. I love what I watch of it, but it's the stupid pop vinyl of what's the female character's name?
Asuna.
What's the main female in it called?
Asuna.
Yeah, Asuna, yes. Her pop has got the heaviest head. And she just...
One minute, you're getting angry of something that doesn't really have anything to properly do with the actual anime of it. It's for the fact that she's got a heavy head.
And constantly it falls over. I'm going to have to blue tack it to the shelf because I can just be sat doing nothing and suddenly there's a bang and I turn around, it's just fallen over. It's got a stupid heavy head. You pick it up compared to any other ones, and it's at least half the weight on top of any of the other ones, and it's all just a head.
It feels like someone complaining about Mario and Rabbids because he just doesn't he's allergic to bunnies. Screw you, bunnies. Why am I allergic to you? That's why I hate your games.
I love the program. I was like, why?
Okay, fair enough. That is a great way to end that bit. But yeah, I think there was something else, but I can't remember. Oh yeah, I think we were supposed to be about Smash Bros coming out. So yeah, like I said, Smash Bros coming out this year. For yourself, mate, is there any characters that you would like to see probably get invited into the Smash Bros? I
don't know. I don't even know which one's already in it. I've never played a Smash Bros.
The thing is, if it's a new version of it, they might not include some of the characters that was already there. But for example, with the Wii U version, they ended up having Ryu, Cloud Strife, and Bayonetta. Just to name a few that got included. And I know so far that we are going to be having by the looks, the Inklings from Splatoon are going to be in it just from the actual trailer.
Just from the trailer, yeah.
Yeah. As myself, I would like to see. Dante from Devil May Cry. Thinking of it, if we can have Bayonetta and Ryu, why can't we have Dante?
Yeah.
Come and join the fight as well.
I was thinking he was already in, but he was Marvel vs. Capcom. I'm thinking of.
Yeah. I think a lot of people are asking for, especially with Dark Souls coming out on the Switch later this year. Why not have one of their characters in it? Soler. I'm thinking of it. Okay, if he's in there, but what about his moveset? Oh, what's he going to do? He's going to hit them with a sword.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we've got enough sword fighters in here. Do we really need another one? Yeah, because it's Dark Souls. What's its ultimate smash? You don't want to see the ultimate smash. Just leaves a trail of destruction on there. The game is over.
Little fellow off Shovel Knight.
Oh, Shovel Knight.
Yeah, but again, what we do for his moveset, he can jump on people's heads with a shovel.
Actually, no, I think it would actually work quite well with Shovel Knight in Smash. They said I think you need about 4 special moves. I think there's enough you do with a shovel. And
yeah.
I'd actually like that because you could use his the equipment that he picks up along the way.
Yeah.
You could use that kind of stuff, like the Infinity Dagger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been watching Game Grumps again. Infinity Dagger. But I think that would be quite cool characters that we added to it. We'll see more when it comes out. Like at the moment, it's still a working title. Hopefully, we'll get more announcements. Hopefully before E3, but I doubt it. I think it'll be coming now during the E3 conference itself.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was announced yesterday as well. PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds on Xbox One. We're getting the Miramar map in May.
Yeah, that's the other big one. Isn't it? Is that like the desert one?
That's the desert one, yeah.
Yeah.
That's just now. But I think that is pretty much everything that we can say. Yeah, Toys R Us is shutting down. We already knew about that. Been in there, nothing there. I'm going to be honest, there is nothing worth picking up at the moment. Lego's even still expensive. Lawbreaker Studio says it's moving on to other projects. But they've given up on that.
Thingy Game Shop shut down. Do you have them in down?
Oh, Granger Games, yeah.
Yeah, that's one.
I heard about that.
Scotland.
If people don't know what Granger Games is, it's a UK game, like a game shop, it was a game specialist shop. By the sounds of things, it's shut down itself as well.
Yeah, it's completely gone.
Which that just disappeared out of nowhere, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's I actually read the first scene of when it broke on Kotaku.
Yeah.
And there was someone in the comments that actually put, "Wow, I find out over Kotaku I'm losing my job." So because I think someone who worked there, obviously annoyed staff, had just forwarded the email that they sent to say the shop was closing to Kotaku, and they broke the story. They hadn't had a chance to.
Painful.
They hadn't even been phoned to tell them yet.
Look at some more quick ones. Harry Potter's Hogwarts Mystery RPG launches later this month. Stars original cast on it as well. What is that? Is that the mobile game?
Must be. I've never heard of it before.
Yeah, it's the mobile game. So it's got Michael Gambon as Dumbledore, Warwick Davis as Flitwick, whatever. Sally Mortimer as Madame Irma Prince, Gemma Jones as Pomfrey, and Zoe Wanamaker as Madame Hooch.
Talking about mobiles, over this time as well,
I
went out and bought one of the mobile VR headsets. Not one of the big expensive ones like Gear or Daydream or anything like that. Just one
cardboard one.
Just one of the ones where it's just basically.
Yeah, what do you think?
From one of these cheap companies. I thought I'd just see what it's like because obviously I've used every PC VR headset now.
Yeah, I haven't even touched those ones myself.
I'll see what it's like. Put it on and I was like, no. I don't know if it's just because I'm used to playing the PC ones, I was like, this just
Bloody
seems like
PC Master Race.
I know. It just seems like I'm just looking at things to interact and move, and I'm thinking it just doesn't like. There's the ones I've got. There's no controls to it. Like I think the Daydream gave you, where you've got the control, it's probably a bit more interactive. But just the ones where you can pick up the headset for like 10 quid, don't.
Yeah. So, like I said, the mobile one's not worth it. Simple enough. Firewatch is also heading to Switch. It's been announced as well this spring. And yeah, there's just one story on here which I hate leaving it on a sad note, but got to. What happened at YouTube this week as well.
Yeah.
So if people don't know about it, there was a shooting at the YouTube headquarters, which left one person dead, 3 injured, and of course the person who was doing the shooting shot herself as well. So what I understand from it is that she wasn't. She kept on saying that YouTube kept on blocking her videos or something like that.
Yeah, kept making it so she didn't show on searches and.
Which
It's a normal thing.
It's a normal thing. The thing is, like I said, we've been on YouTube now ourselves for so many years, and we've had our videos where probably not pick up on certain things, but there is no excuse whatsoever that what this person did. I'm not even bothering mentioning the name.
No.
And thoughts definitely to the family of who unfortunately lost their life during this, and hopefully the people, I think they are all right, the injured now, but well, to a degree, of course.
Yeah.
But like I said, we definitely cannot condemn anything like this. The thing is, okay, we can be angry at YouTube, but this is definitely not the way to go down this.
No.
And never come to violence at all. The thing is, we've seen it so many times in other areas as well, and now it's starting to go and seep into our area again. And hopefully we'll never have to deal with a situation like this. And like I said, our thoughts for you out to people at YouTube. On from there. I'm trying to say this without sounding insensitive. That's the thing, because it is at such a and I know that a lot of other YouTubers have been, of course, behind YouTube with this as well, which, to be honest, you should do. Anyway, sorry I had to leave that on the sad note with that bit. So, of course, before we go, there are 2 usual bits and pieces. Or 3. We could do the third one if you want to. So, games that are coming out for April. Of course, we do our 5 games that we're interested in on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/craveyourgames. Probably might be changing its name soon. We'll keep you guys informed to see what happens with that. But is there any other games that we didn't mention in that top 5 that you yourself, especially in the VR side of things? Of course, I avoided the VR thing.
I think in April, they're all already out. Which ones I was looking forward to?
Say it's the 8th. They're out. They're already out. Look.
They seem all like come out in one day. It's like Skyrim come out in one day.
I'm going to be honest. It is a weak month for gaming this month.
Which I don't mind, because it means I don't have to do a lot of reviews, and I can.
I don't mind it, but you say there's not a lot of reviews, but like I said, for VR it's alright. Me, now I'll get all those indie games that come out of nowhere. Again, hey, let's play our game. I play it. It's probably going to be good. I know it's going to be good, but come on.
I've got one more due that I want to try and get done before Thursday, so I can just know everything's out of the way.
Well, while I'm looking for the game list anyway, do you want to talk about what you're doing next weekend?
EGX Rezzed.
Yes.
I've booked myself in to play Windlands 2 already, because that was still one of the VR games are rated high.
Yeah.
Of all the ones I've played, and the second one's due out, and they announced it was going to be at Res the other day on the Twitter, and I was like, yes. I want the slot.
Well, I think you're the only person out of our group who is actually going to Res this year, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think most of us are going to be appearing at the Birmingham one in EGX in September, which we're all so excited about. Yeah, I'm definitely interested to hear what you think of Rezzed. I think I would go if it wasn't for the fact that it's all the way down in London.
Yeah, and I've got over 6 hour bus journey down there.
Oh, you're further north than me. I'm
gonna read through Ready Player One again, I think.
Watch the movie. I'd like to point this out. He has watched the movie. He's now going to read the book. He's doing it backwards.
No, I've read the book before the movie.
I've
seen the movie. Now I'm going to go back and read the book.
But yeah,
I finished reading the book. I got the book in March and finished reading it the day before I went to see the movie.
But I'm guessing what days you're going to be down there, mate? Is it the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
It's only 3 days down there. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
So yeah, if you are down there and you see Tattastic, go say hi to him.
Wearing one of these t-shirts.
He'll be wearing his t-shirt. He'll be wearing his Tattastic Game of VR t-shirts.
Yeah.
Of course, yes. I was going to say hi. He's a friendly person. I promise you, he does not bite unless you put a sandwich near his mouth, and then he does. Sandwich, mine. But I'm meeting a few of my other people, like YouTube VR people I play with. I thought you said you was eating a few of your other people there. I thought, God's sake, man.
I'm meeting down there with a few that I play VR games with, and a few that I watch streams going to be down there, and I've arranged to meet up with them and speak to them for a bit. So that'll be fun.
I want to go now, but I can't. I'm busy.
I've just realised I'm finishing work at 10:30 on the night on the Wednesday, and then I get the bus at 7:45 in the morning to London. So I'm gonna have to get up about 5 o'clock to take the dog out. But I don't go to sleep till about 3 in the morning because of my shifts at work. So it's gonna be fun.
Anyway, I've got the list of games here, mate. I'm gonna go through this. So I'm guessing one of the games that you were looking at, Crisis on the Planet of the Apes VR.
Yeah.
That came out on the 3rd. Which, by the way, you can go and watch Tattastic's video review of that on his channel, youtube.com/TattasticGamer. You didn't add the VR to the end of it, have you? I've learned that we can actually change on what's it called, tags now.
Yeah, you can change them once a year. Yeah, I've changed it to the VR. Yeah,
so it's a Tattastic Game VR. So look for that.
Yeah.
So some of the games I'm looking near the bottom. So much easier. South Park: The Fractured Butthole comes out on Nintendo Switch on the 24th. This will also include some of the DLC that's already out, and of course the newest DLC comes out around about that time as well, where you're going to be going to Casa Bonita. This one, Galgun 2 comes out on the Nintendo Switch and PS4 on the 24th as well. A game where you get to shoot girls with a love beam. Simple enough, that is what that game is.
Oh my god, sorry. Can I just interrupt this? I've just got a notification on my YouTube. I've gone and looked. You can play A Way Out in VR.
Can you?
Yeah. Because it's just come up. 2 of the YouTubers I watch it playing A Way Out in VR.
Should we get you set up to do that then soon?
I need to see that.
I still haven't played that game. I know a couple of us have, and I do want to play it. I think the plan is we've got Ryan and Wildfire Jess, who is one of our newest members of the Crave Your Game side of things now as well, which is a finishing badge. But I know they've been playing their way out as well. I know that Shishi and Kaj have had a go of it as well together. And I think, and Heavenly and Hanksy have as well, but I think Hanksy wants to do A Way Out with me and do a Team Creeper plays A Way Out. Oh, that would be disastrous, but I'm looking forward to that. So we'll see how that goes. Looking at other games, of course, Nintendo Labo and God of War comes out the 20th of April.
Yeah.
27th of April here in the UK for Labo, by the way. Remember that. Yakuza 6, Song of Life. Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice is coming out on the Xbox One finally. I do recommend pick that game up.
Yeah, I'm thinking of picking it up now with the Xbox One X, so it's got all nice 4K packs and stuff on it.
Owlboy is coming out on the PS4 and Xbox One on the 10th, so that is Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday it comes out. Yeah, and Extinction comes out on Tuesday as well. That's pretty much it. There is, like I said, there isn't that many games that are coming out in April, which is weird. Next month does look a lot more fun.
Yeah.
So many Persona games coming out next month. What the hell? They're all the dancing games. Get that up. And Hyrule Warriors, I'm looking forward to that next month. In May. But we'll talk about those next month. Of course, like I said, Tattastic is going to be at EGX Rezzed over the next weekend. Is there any videos you want to recommend people go and see as well, mate?
I've not watched many. Been busy.
I meant on your channel.
On my channel. Go and check out the Jigglies.
Go and check out the Jigglies. I do recommend go and check that one myself.
Yeah.
If you think I'm a pervert, look what Tattastic does. Yeah, so of course, like I said, you can find Tattastic at youtube.com/Tattastic Gamer VR. Same with Twitch. Is Tattastic Gamer
VR.
Have you changed them all to VR now?
Apart from Twitter. It's too long for Twitter.
And I'm guessing it's still TattasticGamer.com.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there we go. And of course, Mix is on there. Video I do recommend from us this week. I recommend. I do not know what I'm going to recommend. You know what? Yeah, go and watch me, Ryan, and Jess play some Monster Seeking Monsters. Which is one of the weirdest games. That and North. Go and watch North. Go and see why I think it is one of the weirdest games I've played for a long time. And I've played some weird games. But yeah, go and watch those. And of course, we will hopefully get our WWE WrestleMania predictions back up later today, hopefully. When we did this on Sunday, hopefully it'll be out by the Monday again. Unfortunately, we had a little bit of an issue with it, which I'm hopefully going to be able to edit out. So hopefully that comes out. And of course, find us at youtube.com/GraveYourGames, twitch.tv/GDW2007, mixer.com/CraveYourGame, and at CraveYourGame on Twitter. These might be changing soon. If they are, of course, please just go to our YouTube channel. If they do change, we will explain it all there in a new update. The thing is, we're still sorting things out of what plans we're doing at the moment. So it's nothing bad. It might just be more unifying, if anything. That's all I can say about that. But I think that is it, mate. That's all we've got time to talk for. We could have talked a bit longer, but we don't want to. We're tired. But Tattastic, thank you for joining me for this month's podcast.
Yeah.
We will be back hopefully for next month, which will be. I haven't got a calendar.
May.
It'll be May. It will be in May. That really limits it down. Why am I doing this? I have a calendar right in front of me, which makes it so much easier for me to go and have a look. Which is on my screen now on here. So so it'd be May the 6th. Our next podcast will be, because I feel like now we're going to be moving it to the first week in the month now, which makes it so much easier. I think we ended up not doing it in the first week Sunday of this month, just for the fact that it was Easter. Okay?
Easter.
So, of course, like we said, thank you for joining us. And of course, until next time, like, comment, and subscribe. Till then, goodbye, everybody. Stop waving, say something!
Bye bye. Is that what you said on that? Together we are.